This might be the most affordable new boat in the country, but the real question is how? Boats are getting more expensive every year, so how is this company building them for so much less? Today we're inside ALK2 Boats to see exactly how these boats are built and where they save money, and what you're actually getting for the price.
What up guys, I think I have found the most affordable boat in the industry right now, and that is ALK2 Boats. I had seen them for the first time at the Orlando Boat Show, and what really caught my eye about these guys is the price point for their boats, and the barrier to entry is really low on these boats, and the quality of their boats are very good. And it's just amazing that a company like this is able to put out affordable boats to get you guys on the water safely, efficiently, and affordable. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna talk to Amy, we're gonna talk to AL, and they're gonna show us around this place and actually show you how these boats are built. It's a Monday morning. They invited us freely and openly to see their entire factory, and I want to show you guys how their boats are built. So let's go find Amy. Here's a customer boat over here.
Well,
Amy.
Hey, Andres, how are you?
How you doing? How you doing? Guys, so this is Amy. She is one of the faces behind the ALK2 Boats. She's one of the owners.
Yes.
And I was just telling them about how I found your boats at the Orlando Boat Show for the first time, and I was amazed at how affordable they are and how well they're built. And I thought it would be a great idea to come up here and show them what it is that you guys have to offer, how these boats are made. People love to see that stuff, so right. Maybe you could show us around.
Well, absolutely, and thank you for your review. I mean, I couldn't have paid anybody for the review you gave us on that, so we're very appreciative.
Of course, so you guys are very welcome.
I'm glad you made the trip to come and see us.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, we're glad to be here.
Yeah, well, we'll just kind of start from the beginning.
Sure.
If you
So
like, maybe.
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
we can start like how these boats are actually made. So
okay.
So we'll start maybe at like the mold process. Like,
right.
Explain to us how that starts.
Well, one of the other ways that we're able to keep our costs down is that my dad does the tooling. So he designs and builds and tools all of our molds. So where we would have millions of dollars outsourcing that, he's able to do it in-house, and he's actually fairly inexpensive.
Well, that's a very good point, because I don't think many people quite understand that process, and we'll talk to AL later too, and kind of get a little bit of the history. But yeah, so that's a very good point.
So we start with that. He does all the design and tooling, building the molds. Then after the molds are built, they're in reverse, so it's like a cake pan. So you wax it up, and then we'll spray the gel coat color. So if your boat is let's see, black or white or whatever. So right now they're prepping the mold, getting it ready to paint the gel coat. So this is our 23 CRX hull mold.
Nice. And we were here earlier, and this is they're already getting ready to spray another one.
Yeah,
so they've already sprayed another 22, and I'll put some of that footage up here for you guys. But these ladies are working hard. These are the same ladies that shoot the gel coat.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And so Jenna even can run the chopper gun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so they didn't have any background in boat building before they came to us.
And you guys trained them?
Yes.
That's cool. So once it gets sprayed, where does it go?
Okay, so then we'll come. They could have made us a path to get through here.
That's all right.
Sorry about all this. So we'll go into our lamination area where we have our chopper gun. And so we have a gun. It has the glass that's in strands and our resin and catalyst, and so when you pull the trigger, all of that mixes, and there's blades in the gun, and it chops the glass, and they spray the part with that, and then they hand roll it like they're doing now.
Right.
So this is our stringer system for our 25 CRXL, and that's the largest boat that we build.
Okay. I was talking to the gentleman, what's his name?
Jose.
Jose. I was talking to Jose earlier. He was saying how he's an expert with that chopper gun. You really got to be an expert with that gun, because you want that even coverage with the fiberglass.
And the consistency.
Yeah, and the consistency along the whole part. But he does, what is it, 3 layers of that chop, then he comes in with the woven,
yes,
right? And he hand lays that,
and
then he does another 3 layers. Right.
Yep, and then that's a mold by itself. So then we'll pull that mold, and then we'll place it inside the hull after the hull is built out, and then we go in and chop it all in there as well.
And hand lay, yeah, he was telling me they do another layer of like woven, tying that into the hole.
Right, yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool. So then once it goes from here, can you show us where it goes from
Sure,
here?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
and
these are all molds you got in here?
These are all molds. These are all molds that Dad has built. You know, these are like our headrests, our consoles for all the models, the battery housings, like drop-in pans, the lean and post box. I mean, all of that
right?
consoles. Yes. So all of these, you know, boxes, live well boxes, our drop-in pan, our fish boxes. Like he's done all of that.
And that's AL right there. That's the
Yeah.
other. This
Yeah.
is the brains behind, right? All the tooling and all the.
Yeah.
Say hi to the camera there.
High camera there.
So, I wanted to ask you because you guys saved a lot of money from not having to do all that. You know, I guess outsourcing and
Yeah.
tooling and stuff.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the industry, tooling and making molds? That's invaluable, really, right?
Actually, you know, I grew up building wooden boats with my father, and I actually started making little, I guess you'd say, tooling just for little small deals. And I started out building little bumpers and stuff out of fiberglass for different things, different companies, and kind of got into tooling then. And I'm still in my teens. And it's and then I went to work for a company that built mobile home bathtubs, showers, and went in and kind of gained some knowledge and tooling and that, and kind of picked up stuff from him and there, and reading and salesmen dropping pamphlets off.
No YouTube. No YouTube. No YouTube.
No.
And I kind of picked it up on my own like that, and started tooling and designing, and was really good at it because my dad, you know, I grew up building furniture and plywood boats with him, and good enough wasn't good enough for him. It had to be perfect. You know, it's like his deal was always, I'm like, Dad, will you let these other guys that work for you, you know, get away with, you know, looking like this, and you're happy about it. He says, my blood don't run through their veins, but yours do. So whatever you do reflects on me, and that's not going to happen. So you're going to do it either right, or you're not going to mess with it.
I hear that.
And he passed that on.
Pass it on. That's it.
So what do we got here? Is this is a
This is a part that we're fixing to build a new little mold for. It's just a little mold that kind of continues what we got going on our 25 version, that finish off the transom area.
But you
So
see,
he-
something like this would cost thousands of dollars
yeah.
to do,
Yeah.
and that's why you guys are able to do everything in
I
house.
did this like Friday evening and Saturday morning.
Look at that. Incredible.
We're getting more and more demands for our 25s, so y'all probably will see more of those down in the Miami area.
Awesome. We would love to see them down there. You were saying that the 22 is the most popular model you
It
guys
is,
have, right?
absolutely. It's the best of all the worlds, and it's priced right as well. So you know, it's big enough to have a 200 horsepower engine, so you can go offshore on it with no problem. You know, or to stay in. You know, but it's small enough to even ride in the rivers. You know,
Nice.
and so it holds 8 people, so you can get your whole family and some friends.
Yeah.
And it's just priced right. I mean, I think you're under $55,000.
That's incredible.
But we don't skimp on it. It has all the luxuries, all the steps in that boat is just like our really expensive boat, but we concentrate on that boat. We make it affordable. It's the best of all the world, I guess.
We started with the 22. That was our first model
Okay.
because, you know, anything over 20 feet, you didn't have to have that Coast Guard flotation certification. So we started with it and just kind of ran from it. We've had 3 different models since then.
And we're gonna head over to that other spot.
After we come out of lamination. Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Oh,
with
good.
that.
No, absolutely. Thank you, AO. We appreciate that.
All right, so like these are, you know, molds that are full that came out of lamination. So what we'll do here is we'll go through and on the hull we'll drill holes in it and fill it with the 2-pound density foam. And then on the deck we'll paint out all the areas around the live wells and everything, you know, that we need to paint out there. We'll pull the part out.
So this stringer, that's the stringer system that they were just chopping over there and laying up?
Yes.
That gets glued on and laminated to the hole while
Yes.
it's still in the mold, right?
Right.
And then this is still in the mold, right?
It is.
So it's the same thing, just no. This
Right.
is the liner. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is our 17 deck. And so
Because you guys have a two-piece
they
boat,
are,
right?
all of them are. And so they went in, like these are different molds, the live wells and the fish box, so they glassed all those in as well. And
Also, those
we
are
do that-
separate. Oh,
Right,
okay,
yeah,
got
so
it.
they're separate molds, so they're separately gel coated and built out, and then they're glassed together to the deck.
No, I noticed that you guys do pouring on the walls. It's not just fiberglass. You guys use like a
Right.
core mat on the walls?
We do format
Okay.
on the walls, yeah.
Sweet. Nice.
It's still lightweight, but gives you that rigidity, you
Yeah.
know, so it's nice and strong. So then after we'll go outside and we'll pull the parts outside and do all our trimming outside. And then, so that's what he's doing now. So you'll be able to see this, this boat's being foamed right now, and then you'll be able to see it pulled a little bit later.
We're gonna try to get that footage, and I'll put it up here in the video of the actual boat coming out of the mold. That's pretty cool. What color is that boat?
That one, I think it's Whisper.
Whisper gray?
Whisper gray, yeah. This
Nice.
one, this 22 over here is we call it Smurf blue.
Smurf blue?
Yeah. I think it's medium blue, you know, fiberglass coatings, medium blue.
So now that
So now
liner,
we're in, yeah, so we're in sub-assembly now. And so, you know, after the boat is foamed, and so we put the gas tank in, we'll run our bilge pump, the aerator, we'll put the batteries in, our rigging tube, all of that's ran through, all of our hoses, our through-hole fittings, all of that, we'll build the hole out. And then they'll also take the deck and they'll flip it over like they did here because it already has the boxes on.
run the plumbing.
Yeah, and they'll run all the plumbing and everything with it. And then we'll cap the boat. So we'll take a bonding putty and go along the stringers all around the rail and we'll put the boat together. And so it is actually bonded together.
Nice.
So it's not just held on with screws, you know,
Yeah.
with your rubber on.
And you guys foam in the tank and all that stuff as well, or is it just held down with?
No, that's just held down with the honeycomb strips there. Now on our 18 and our 17, we'll foam it just to get more foam in there because we have to have so
That flotation.
much for the flotation.
Now you guys have two different models, right? The hole is the same on the 22.
Yeah,
Just the liner is different.
The deck and the hull are the same.
Okay.
But we did have it different. You know, we had the webbing
Yes.
in it. Now we don't have any webbing anymore.
That webbing doesn't
No.
exist anymore.
No,
Okay.
it was too difficult. Like people who have it love it, but it was kind of too difficult to sell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they didn't understand, so they would just go. A salesman would just move them to another boat that had a slick deck.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that. I think we're missing out not having that slick deck.
Yeah.
So he made it happen. So our 22 and our 22 CRS and CRX have the same deck and hull. We just changed the console.
The console's different. Okay.
Yeah, and a lot
this,
of the features.
and these are some of the consoles, right?
Right. So this is our 22 and 23 CRX console. This is it. So he is painting all of that out, and then we'll send it over to the console department to build out prior to hitting the boat.
And rig it and stuff up before
Yeah.
putting it in there. Okay.
We'll make our way around there. So we'll cap the boat here, and then we go to final assembly.
Wow.
And so here we kind of have almost like a sub-final. They go back and they'll hook up all the hoses that maybe sub didn't finish. You know, add the cleats. They'll add, this is our 22 CRS. So they're putting in all the holes, hooking up all the rigging. Just a lot of the minor stuff before we add the upholstery and before we set the console in.
Got it. Nice. And speaking of the upholstery, you guys do that in-house, right? Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts. Are you guys also bending your tubes and stuff, or no?
We do not. We
don't.
outsource our hardware, our tops. I wish we did that in house.
Yeah.
But I am a little bit of a control freak. So this is our upholstery department, and so we cut all of our boards in-house in our wood shop. You can get the upholstery any way you want it.
And the colors for the boats too, right?
Yeah,
You can get
yeah,
those
absolutely.
any way you want it.
We do. We are kind of promoting that, like build your dream boat today,
Yeah.
and so we're getting a lot of more custom orders through our dealers with that. So we do diamonds, we do carbon fiber, we can do octagon, we can do double diamonds. I mean, it's just really, we have a great team and they work so hard. We've been working almost 60 hours a week with this crew because we've had a few customers that we've had some warranty issues that we fixed their upholstery, and so they've been working just tirelessly to get it done. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You need a good team to be able to do all that stuff for sure.
Let's go. Where do you want to go now? You want to go to the wood shop?
Let's do it. Hey, look at all this stuff.
I know.
Stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
And you got templates and all that.
We do. We got patterns that they use, and like we do our own foam. So the foam comes in these sheets, and they cut it to size. And I mean, that's really phenomenal. And like if we give Manuel some some space to create, he loves to do that.
That's awesome.
That's where we've had the same deck and hull, for a while now, but we'll change up the upholstery and it looks like a whole new boat.
Yeah. That's great that you give them that creative.
I love it. And I wish he had more time to do that, but. So,
these all latches and all types of plumbing.
Yeah, so this is like our parts department, and we'll pull the boxes for each department. Sub-assembly will have their box, console will have their box, final assembly. So we're still very old school with that, but it's always worked. So,
it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's right. So,
all right, what do we have back here?
okay, so this is our wood shop, but we don't do a lot of wood unless Dad is using it for tooling. But we build our own lids for all the boats. We've got these new cool little speaker rings. I'll show you that we're doing. So we'll build them here with the plastic, and then Manuel will cover them with upholstery, and they look so nice. And just adds that more luxury to the boat, the feel, and that's what we're kind of going for, an affordable luxury boat. So Kenny's here, he's finishing out the lids. We'll route down the edge, and then he'll smooth it all out, and we'll fill it with like a little rubber gasket.
Oh, cool.
It's not waterproof, but once you get into some of that, then you get into more costs.
Yeah.
And people want everything in the boat, but then they want to get priced.
But they don't want to pay for it, right?
That's it. That's true. So,
and then the speakers and stuff, is that something you guys install here, or is that something the dealer does?
We've been doing a lot more of it here. I think our price is right, and the dealer doesn't have to deal with it, and everybody wants one anyway.
Yeah.
Plus the way that it's already molded into the mold,
right?
Like the speakers are. So it kind of looks weird if you don't get them.
Yeah.
So like this area, like right here in the front there. So it just is, everybody just kind of lets us go ahead and do that.
And the T-tops, you guys don't do those in-house,
We do not. We custom build it, like our design,
and you have
to fit our
build them?
console. But yes, we have a company.
Can we take a look at those?
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
take a look at those.
And then this is our console department too. So he'll go ahead and cut out everything for the console. We do our switch panels in house. All of our wiring harnesses are done in house. And so then he'll wire it all up, and then we'll get it into the boat and tie it together. But then we have, like, these are our T-tops, our polling platform for.
Are you guys doing like a hard top material, or are you doing?
Well,
a vinyl?
we just do a canvas.
A canvas,
Canvas, yeah. And so we build that in upholstery.
Yeah, all those things are expensive, It
is.
A hard top is that much more money, and that's where you go adding up on these boats,
Right. So we do a hard top version in our 25. And but as far as the other ones, we don't have that at this time. Now, don't say anything to Dad, because we'll have one tomorrow. But
so I see you guys are rigging up a Suzuki over here.
This is a Suzuki, yes.
And how are you guys liking the Suzuki for your boats?
I like like the Suzuki. I've always had one on my personal boat. We have a lot of dealers who are Suzuki, so that's kind of why we do so much of that.
And they're affordable.
Yes, and they got a good warranty, and they just last. And they've gotten where they look good and they perform well. Like our bottom is a go fast boat, like because my dad's background in racing, like everything's go fast, and so that really does help with it. I mean, like it makes it more of a performance style motor just because of the bottom.
Absolutely. I mean, I have my 90 and my 250. I absolutely love them. Guys, Reliable Marine. If you're looking to repower your boat, call Reliable. Those are the guys that I've been working with for the last couple of years, and they're great. I love my Suzuki, but you guys also do rig with Yamaha and Mercury for your dealers.
Honda, Tohatsu.
Tohatsu as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Interesting.
So, but like this setup, like this boat is our 22 CRX. It's powered with a 200 Suzuki. You know, you're at 58 miles per hour.
That's really fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. So we have 40-gallon tank, and you're still only burning like 4.5.
Is that incredible?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's incredible for a 22-foot boat burning 4 point something.
Yeah, because you can go 3/4 throttle. You're still, 40
You're still
miles
at 40 miles an hour cruising. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not a speed demon by any means, but it's nice to be able to cruise at that speed and get to where you want to go fast efficiently.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, do we have a boat that's maybe like finished that we can show, or
Well,
something
it's
like
Monday.
that? Yeah.
So we're running like right at 5 boats a week now with production, and my guys are running full speed ahead. So come Friday they're all out the door, and then Monday we start over. So this one is the nearest completion, but we should have 5 this week as well. So y'all caught us on a Friday, you'd see a finished boat.
Yeah, we kind of got here a little bit late,
yeah.
but so this one I see that it's got some maybe underwater lights down there.
Does,
so did they order it like that?
They did. This was a custom order from our dealer in Antonides in Tampa Bay area, and so the customers already had a shout out to us on Facebook. They're so excited about getting their
Nice.
boat. So
Well,
we're almost finished.
If you're watching this video, we're on your boat.
Yeah.
You're seeing it, Bill, almost done.
Yeah. So we've got.
Cool.
Yeah, so we should be finished up tomorrow. I mean, it looks like there's a lot left to do, but they'll knock it out in a hurry.
So where are most of your boats going to? Is it Florida area? Is it up here Alabama, or is it spread out?
Winter Park, Portside Marine. They've been our #1 dealer 2 years running so far.
Nice.
They sell a lot of boats, so we've got a lot of boats down in that area. Our dealer in North Carolina, Avalanche Motorsports in North Carolina, they're also a big dealer for us, and they're selling boats as fast as they get them. They're selling them.
That's awesome.
We're not able to send those trailer loads out. Boat's ready, it's got to go. We got to get it back. We don't have a huge margin in it, to be able to sit and wait for a trailer load of boats to go.
I'm trying to see what else we could show them, but I think maybe we could talk about the different models. So you have the 17, right?
Right. So we have a 17, and you can kind of just see it pieced together here. So this is our 17. It's a little, like we call it the 17HS. It's like a hybrid skip, but it's really more like a flats boat. We are looking to bring a 20-foot in this. That's
a 20-foot skip, flat boat.
So that's kind of our next project, Dad's next project. Then we have like our 23. This is our 23 CRX, and we haven't changed it much. It's been the same. We just changed the upholstery and things like that in it. We have
22.
22. We offer that in a CRS and a CRX model. So our CRX model has the larger console, like this is a CRX. And it has a door where you can have it. It's got a drop-in pan. You can put a porta potty in it.
Got it. And then you have the 25.
Then we have the 25.
And that's this one here.
Yeah. And we have an 18 too.
Oh, that's right, the 18. I really like the 18.
This is our 25. This is a really big boat for us. It's got a lot of components in it. We've got 2 models in it. But the XL has a lounger seat, and the X is just a standard console seat. But it's pretty intense for us, and like my guys They really do. 18s and 22s all day long.
Yeah.
Throw 25 in the mix.
And you said the most popular for you guys is the 22.
It is the
right?
22.
The 22.
Yeah, it's the perfect boat.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that one as well. So what are we looking as far as like price range more or less between each model?
Okay, so like our 17, you're still 30s. The 18, around 32. The 22, you're back up like the CRS, you're probably 40s. The CRX 50s. You know, all depends on options, engine, rigging. So
Right.
the 23 is right under 60. The 25 though, you get about 89, 90 to $100,000.
For a 25-foot boat, I think that's a pretty good deal. And this one comes with a single or twins?
Single. You can do twins, but small twins.
Small twins, so like twin 150s or something?
Well, twin 115s.
115s?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll be light and they'll probably move very well with the twins for sure.
So, but it runs great. Like you could put a 200 on this boat, runs great.
Yeah.
You know, you keep the price down. You know, it's rated for 350.
Well, I
but,
can't imagine this with a
yeah.
350.
Yeah,
It
so
should be a rocket
300.
ship.
I have a 25. That's my personal boat. I've got like the second one we ever built, and I keep posting it to sell, and then I change my mind because it's such the perfect boat. I love it. You know.
Where can we find you? Your socials, your website, so these guys
So,
can find you on there.
ALK2 Powerboats, ALK2Powerboats.com is our website, and then just look us up there, and you can find a local dealer. Don't have a local dealer? Reach out to us, and we'll connect you with somebody.
And if you guys want to be a dealer for ALK,
Yeah.
anybody in Miami, reach out, and I'm sure you guys can work something out. So
Right.
guys, if you found this video helpful, let us know what you think about ALK2. I love these boats, and we'll see you on the next one.